Welcome, good afternoon to the guest video production of the game out here. Round 10 match between Eastern Suburbs and Geelong West Cricket and Football Club. After a week of a bit of rain coming around, there it is, round 10 coming up at Richmond Crescent. Good afternoon, Jason Doherty up here in the commentary box with David Cook.
Good afternoon, David. Fantastic to be here. Going to have a bit of trouble with the sun today in our eyes, but it should be a good game. The ground's a little wet underfoot, but hopefully we'll see some good football from both sides.
Yeah, umpires out here today, Steve Keating and Greg Neal in the middle. Boundary umpires, Josh Allen and Andrew Popjoy. We've seen Andrew a few times. And the goals, Steve Phillips and Steve McDonald. A pair of Steves in there and a Steve Keating umpiring.
Magic.
Must have to be Steve to get a job there, do you, the GWCFL umpire?
It obviously is, and hopefully they'll do a good job. The centre of the ground's a bit muddy and wet underfoot, so but both sides are out on the ground. And well, Blue West have caused a couple of upsets in the last few rounds. They've beaten Mottawarri and Bellpost Hill. So
both Division 1 sides,
yep,
importantly. So
they're looking for a third Division 1 scalp in the last 3 or 4 weeks. But the East Boys had a good win over Dick Philpott's North Geelong before the interleague game. So they're looking quite strong too.
I heard Dick left town after that. Did he leave town, Dick?
Probably did.
Went on a 12-month holiday, Joey. Dick, he's gone. Yeah, I got a feeling that Blue West might continue the good work. I like the look of their side. The Scott boys are playing good football, and Cowie, of course, the best fullback in the league by a mile. I gave him 3 votes the last time we saw him, and you and that idiot Ronnie Brain, who's probably watching this at the hotel, the Great Western there, probably wondering why I was calling you an idiot, Ron, because you didn't give Cowie a vote. He was best on the ground. He had 18 kicks at full back against Mottawarri. About 6 marks. His opponent never touched the football, and you couldn't squeeze him in for a vote. And he just showed how good he was last week, Jason. When the interleague side, he won the inaugural Hartley Cooper medal.
Yes, certainly. He had a great game last week for the interleague side, and he's been in good form all season. And Ron will probably still be recovering from the Saturday's effort at the Newtown Pass Players Reunion, I'd say.
Well, Fano's out there with him,
yes.
too. That'd be a great double. He wouldn't lay him with the trowel out there. There was free beer till 2 o'clock. We were there for a while. It was free beer till 2. Brainy was on his 11th when we left, and he had 4 or 5 lined up just in case it went off early. Fano was running around shaking everyone's hand. Did you remember me? He kept saying, do you remember me? And they all said, who are you? They didn't know who he was. But he said he played 400 games there. Someone must remember him eventually. But yeah, they'll be out at the Western watching the replay of this game. A pretty crucial game too, because they've got to stay in. Well, Blue West aren't a problem at the top of Division 2s, but Eastern Suburbs looking to win this one to keep themselves up there within striking distance of the finals.
Yeah, the 3 outside the final 4 at the moment are North Geelong, Anarchy and Eastern Suburbs. So obviously the next few games will be crucial for those 3 sides. And just looking at the Eastern Suburbs side, they've got a few of their bigger stars back on. In the side now, Peter Lang's back and he looks fairly fit running out around there. He'll be a key at centre half forward this afternoon. And a young guy from the under-18s who played interleague for the under-17 interleague squad last week at Narracourt. Justin Ellison gets his first taste of senior football today, so good luck to the young man. And he'll be wearing the gloves, so you'll be able to see him, Cookie.
Got the gloves.
He's got the gloves on.
It reminds me of the Manfred Mann song here, blinded by the light. But looking straight into the sun, you really can't see a heck of a lot. But we'll look for the gloves, of course, for the young fella there playing his first game of the afternoon. And I just got the glasses up here, and I can see my little mate, the Prince of Nose Pickers, Drago Golubovic, is back in town out here, Eastern Suburbs. Welcome back, Drago. Where's he been?
He's been at West Saints. He played West Saints last year. He got a clearance from East, and he's obviously come back for a few more senior opportunities. He's played 2 or 3 games in the reserves, and he's back in the ones this afternoon just for us, for our appearance here.
Well, great to see him. Made him famous, Drago. I'll give him the votes in a Division 2, Division 1, whatever it was. Seconds in a reserves grand final. Got best on ground, Drago, and I gave him that one. And from then on, he went in the seniors the next year, and I think he kicked about 70
That's
goals
right,
at the halfway through the year.
Forward pocket specialist.
And I dubbed him the Prince of Nose Pickers because he leans against the post down there and doesn't do much. All of a sudden, he picks his nose for a while, and bang, he kicks a goal. And comes down about 20 minutes later, he kicks another one. You know, he's like that, Drago. Got to watch him all the time. He's very quick.
It's unhappy to see that your favourite player isn't playing today. He's out with a knee injury.
Alfie's crook. Yeah, Alfie almost got a vote out there, Alfie, against, where were we? Out of Anarchy, weren't we?
That's right.
Yeah, just about slipped him in for a vote, Alfie, but he's out with a knee injury. Good to see Alan Rundle, who looked like he copped the bad one out there. Radar's back playing, and well, that's good to see, because he's a tower of strength down there in defence. He's the runner out of defence there for the Suburbs, and there's the Blue West boys all getting together. Alan Beekman's there with the Trevor Haints. We haven't seen him for a while. Trevor back in the side, and just pushing together, getting a bit of teamwork going, getting a bit of that toughness together, all in one end. That's the go. Stewie Scott just patting him on the back there. Big Beekman's needs to play pretty well. Beekman plays key player at centre half forward. He's got to take marks, although the weather's not conducive to that. The side that takes the grabs in the forward line might be the one that do very well, and I think that Blue West might win this game with Ken Denning down there and Darren Campiglia and also Beekman's. If they can take enough catches of the footy, I think they can kick a winning score.
Well, I'm going to go for East this afternoon.
Oh, that's a shock.
Only because
Former reserves coach and chairman of selectors and everything else you like in here, and you've tipped them.
Oh yeah, I've tipped. Well, look, I've tipped them 3 times before this season, and they haven't had a win yet. So they've got to win one for me. So
well, they'll be hoping you weren't here, I think.
So no, I just think with Peter Lang performing fairly well at centre half forward, he is going to be the key, and they're going to have to watch Cowie at fullback. Obviously, he's a good running fullback for West, so they're going to have to watch him running off the back line. But I think they might scrape in a very close, low-scoring match.
All right, so that's one each way. Well, we won't know till later on this afternoon. A couple of hours away, I guess. Give it a break for half-time. 46 out there, Matthew Hobbs for the Suburbs. Haven't seen him before.
Newtown past players.
And I guess once Jason puts his headphones back on and stops talking to the crowd, I'll ask you, Jason, Matthew Hobbs. I haven't seen Matthew play before.
Great little player, actually.
He's
He's a tagger. He'll pick up Stuart Scott this afternoon. He's done a job on Daryl Jones last week, and he also did a job a bit earlier in the season on. I'm just trying to think back. He did another good job on. Another good player in the competition that he held when they played Bannockburn, I think it might have been. One of the Colleger boys. He's played very well. He's a tagger in the side at the moment, and he'll pick up Stuart Scott this afternoon, so that'll be a good battle.
Okay, David Hoon wearing the number 38. He's quite a big boy. Not so much tall, but he's certainly fairly robust. As the umpire throws it up and Hoon does the ruck work against the big fella there, he knocks it to the ground. It comes back to Reuter, actually, who slaps it further afield. Wasn't bad. Little hand pass out of the pool. Geez, pretty keen there. Oh, hold the ball. That was very, very keen. And a free kick comes out of this one. And young Holsworth's going to take this one and half back for the Blue West.
He brings it out towards our grandstand side here. And Alan Beekman takes a good mark at half back for Geelong West. He plays on quickly onto his left foot. Pushes it up towards centre half forward. He hasn't got a lot to kick to. Shane Bailey leads out for the race of the ball, and Julian Norman picks up and kicks a quick right foot kick to centre half forward. David Peters, the little man, is taking the mark. He'll be a live wire on the half forward flank for East today. He handballs to Frank Nofi on his right foot, short kick out, looking towards Lucas. Can he pick it up? He can't. Scragger Craig goes over there and tries to tackle him. He's over the top of the ball, Lucas. Good play from Peters to come in also. Frank Nofi tries to kick it off the ground. He can't do so. Frank Ianelli puts the ball in front of him. There's Hune. He'll be a key figure for Geelong West today. It comes off Nofi. It's going to run out of bounds, and we'll have a throw-in half-forward flank for Eastern Suburbs.
Shorty Peters on screen there, number 7. Must be a bit cold out there. Shorty got 2 jumpers on. He got the short sleeve and the long sleeve.
Watch for the big grab. He's already told me this afternoon he's going to take another big grab like he did the last time he was on Jeff's video.
He loves to take a fly, doesn't he?
Yep.
The boundary throw-ins occurred. Hune's in there trying to knock the ball out. It'll be a ball up the decision again. Lang was doing the ruck work against him there. And the umpire, Neil, I think you'll find that is, has come in and elected to... we can probably throw it up. I think don't bounce it too often. Just a bit spongy underfoot here. Lang once he went up, knocked the ball to the turf. Hand pass out of the pack. He comes in. Ellie, can he run on it? Kicked off the ground by Lehman, who beat him to the footy on that occasion. Ball out wide at centre wing. Big Andrew Reuter playing a kick behind the game. Gathers, kicks up towards Lang, who's in front. Got 4 opponents. He won't mark that one. Peters at the back of the pack. Robed it brilliantly. Right foot kick into the pocket from Peters. Cowie's in front. Got to get a free kick. She's a great player. Knows when to get in front, knows when to go behind.
It'll be a good match today. He's playing on Luke Joyce, who's also a big boy for East at full forward. Him and Cowie. Cowie now, handballs to Lucchino, tries to get around one. He does so onto his left foot, out towards Hune, and he's taken a mark in front of Reuter on half-back for Blue West.
Good play, Nicky Lucchino.
Yep. He settles it down now on half-back flank, just waiting for a couple of leads up the ground. They've moved a long way up the ground, Blue West.
Jason, the wind, you're a hometown boy here. The wind favouring the left of screen?
I'd say so. It would be, yes, in this
just
first quarter. Good play from Hutchinson to try and rove the ball. He does so. Handball to Julian Norman. Kicks towards centre half forward. Lang, he's 5 or 6 paces in front of Neil. He gets a handball out towards Aaron Hyde, who's run off the half-back flank. Gets his kick smothered. Lang runs onto it. Also Peters, who have been prominent early. Lang onto his right foot around the body. Up towards full forward. Loughton's there. He's in front. He can't take the mark. He tries to get around. Tries to get a handball. Lucchino. Good play at the back. Handballs it out the back of the pack. Murray Scott in the last line defence. Short kick finds Richard Neal at half-back. And then he takes the mark for Blue West.
Didn't they do it well under pressure? There was no panic down there at all. Good work. And Scott kicks the ball across to centre half back. Didn't look that good a kick. He got the big fella Hoon there. He's got it. Ewan we're going to call him, not Hoon. He's big to be called a Hoon. He gets the hand pass across to Scragger Craig. And he goes with the left foot right around the far side of the ground. Here's one racing onto the football.
Shane Bailey.
Shane Bailey. Haven't seen him before.
He's back from a long-term injury, a work-related injury, and he's had a couple of games back in the seniors. It's good to see him back in the seniors for Eastern Suburbs.
Gee, you give him a nice rap. Obviously an old flatmate of yours.
No. He's had a long road to recovery, and he's done it well.
Good on him.
Throw in now. Good play from Roy to get over the top, but he can't take it any further than 10 metres advantage to the wing. And we'll have another throw in. Blue West just falling down across the centre half forward position at the moment. They're getting it out the back line, but they can't push it much further. Throw in again. Beekmans to do the ruck work for Blue West. Reuter over the back. Beekmans with his left hand gets down towards. Good play there from Ingwerson, but he can't take it with him, and it beats him over the line for a throw in.
Wind pretty fresh here at Richmond Crescent. The commentary position's moving around a bit. I thought Brainy was coming up the stairs there for a minute. It was moving around that much, but it's only the breeze. He'd be full of wind out there now, Brainy, out at Newtown, wouldn't he? With 25 free pots, he'd be really in form. Free kick picked out of this, might have been Beekman's, was it? Kicks the ball up towards half forward. Running onto the football, Haynes can't hang on to it. Tackled, loses the football. There's a tackle here. Free kick coming up.
Yep, too high.
Going backwards, that was off the ball. I didn't see that one.
Yep, Alan Rundle.
Radar, we wanted to play on a bit there too, Radar. League must be all right. He's ready to go on very quickly. He punt kicks the ball out wide to the far side of the ground towards the centre wing. The target out there, unable to take the mark, was Andrew Hutchison, one I haven't seen before either. Jason. Yeah,
he's another young guy who's played last season in the reserves, and obviously Mick Thompson's given him a bit of a rap and a bit of a go on the first, and he seems to be handling it all right so far.
Good to see Mick pushing a few of the young blokes up. He's taken a back seat this year, Mick. He's retired.
I don't think the body's what it used to be for the old Mick, but he's obviously doing a fair bit on the sidelines for the boys. As we see Ingwerson on his right foot at half forward for Blue West. Kick it straight up in the air. Good play there in the middle of the pack by Stewie Scott. He takes the mark. Good player, this man.
Yeah, Nelly's hand pass is very quick too to Ingwerson to set him free, and Scott now kicks the ball towards centre half forward. The kick was all right. Mark dropped there though by Cam Pigley, who got the hands on it, but the breeze is pretty awful out there, so it's swirling around a little bit. They stack in on top, but we're going to forgive you for that one, Darren, because, well, perhaps he should have held it, but really is there a lot of breeze here. It's swirling badly, and the ball's a bit slippery as well. So hopefully for that one.
Hopefully we'll also see a bit more of him. The last time we watched him, he went off with a hamstring injury fairly early in the match, and there's fairly big raps on the full forward Cam Pigley there. So hopefully we'll see a bit more of him this afternoon.
Gavin Ingwerson fighting hard at the bottom of that pack to hold it in, not letting it get out of the forward line. I think they're doing well at the moment, Blue West. I know neither side has scored, but Blue West kicking into the breeze in this first quarter. I think they're holding on very nicely.
Reuter gets a tap out towards half-back. Good play there from Holdsworth to run onto the ball. He gets a push in the back or over the shoulder. The umpire's called it. He'll take the free kick. Fairly crude play there from Nofi over the top. And Holdsworth will take the free kick. On the right side of the ground to score at the right-hand end of Richmond Crescent here. It's a bit of a funny ground to score on. A couple of dead pockets either side of the ground at either end of the ground. So Holdsworth goes short. Good kick, and he finds Ingwerson. Sorry. He goes short again, looks for Lehman, and he finds him at centre half forward in front of Bailey.
Nicely shepherded, Frankie and Elliott too heard the call and put the body out and held his opponent in Hutchison off the footy. Lehman comes in and goes long on the right foot towards the goal. It's a big kick. It's into the goal square. Rebounds. Beekmans, can he pick it up? Hand pass out of the pack. Not particularly good on that occasion. Here comes Big Andrew down there in defence. He can have a run, the big fella. One bounce to the back pocket. We'll have another one. Oh, two bounces. Big Andy. Left foot kick. Not bad either to centre wing. Oh, well done, Dave Peters. Got rid of Nicky Lucchino magnificently. He's going to have a run. One bounce from the Shorty Peters.
Kicks it a touch and finds.
He's kicked it straight to a Holden. Wouldn't believe it. No left foot there for Shorty. Should have gone the left and centre the footy for mine.
Well, he didn't have a lot to kick to either, so that's probably why he went for the safety of the boundary, I'd say.
Well, there wasn't much where he kicked either.
No, 3 or 4 Blue West guys he could have kicked it to, but he didn't. Good play from Lang in front. He will get the free kick. Hewen went over the top of him there and got him on the shoulder. He'll take a free kick at half forward for East now. Looking for leads. Both sides having trouble with their forward lines at the moment. Pushing up the ground a bit too far. He waits.
Well, it's a game set up for defenders today, isn't it? With the wind blowing and the ball a little bit greasy.
Certainly is. He'll have to kick it soon. The umpire will tell him.
It'll be quarter time.
He does now, and his right foot goes long. Reuter's up there. That's Robbie. He doesn't judge it well, but I think that's Murray Scott back there, and he has judged well. In the last line defence for Blue West. He goes to the outer side now on his right foot. Looking for and finding Holdsworth. He can't take the mark. Onto his right foot, O'Leary. Bad tackle. Couldn't grab him there. Pushed in towards Beekmans. Good play from Norman at the back. Ianelli now. Quick handball. Cook.
Oh, brilliant hand
running
pass.
now. Lehman in the centre. Good play. That's Brett Wigmore back in the side. Right foot kick towards Denning and Cam Pigley. Cam Pigley in front. Gets one around the neck. No free kick. Scott's there. So Stefanovski. He gets one. Holding the man. Should be a free kick for the Eastern Suburbs full-back. Play on the call. Alan Rundle now the captain. Out towards Nofi, who's on his own. Can't take the mark though. Holdsworth's out there pressuring, as in Hates. Good play, though, off the ground by Nofi to get towards Lang. He's got time. Onto his right foot, pushes it around towards Shorty Peters. Can he grab the mark? Good mark.
Well, he took the mark. Wasn't as high as he said he was going to go, Shorty. He just jumped off the ground and caught that one nicely. He's in the forward, half-forward flank position. Try to chip it across the ground. Don't know about the strength of that one. They might get lucky. Play on as the call. Slap back past Peters, in fact. No, the umpire's found a free kick in that scrum before. And big Andrew Reuter, who's had plenty of the football early stages, takes the free kick, playing a loose man behind the play and doing it to perfection. He punt kicks the ball in towards the forward zone. I saw the number 11 Guernsey got almost called my old mate Kel Gray. Hutchison, of course. He couldn't take the mark on that occasion. The ball is taken out of defence. Little hand pass, all right. Going to get this one out of here, Blue West. Chip the pass across. They do nicely, and Haints takes the mark at half back. And Kel Gray's here today. He's playing now down at down to Algon Way.
Yes, he never thought he'd wear a Collingwood jumper, but he's got one on for the Glengarry Football Club, and he's having a good season with them. As we see Blue West come through the middle, Ianelli links up. Good play, Mackenzie off the back line. He should be able to set something up here. Poor kick, though. Puts Cam Pickley under pressure. Good play from Stefanowski, but Mackenzie's got time to back up. Short kick, but only finds Reuter, who takes the mark. And the big ruckman now will settle play from centre half back. Right foot cross the ground. O'Leary should take the mark. He does so. Out of side here at Richmond Crescent. Handballs on to Bailey, who's running. Good play from the back pocket player on his right foot. Good kick. Finds Lucas on the wing. Eastern Suburbs trying to set something up now.
He's a tall boy, Lucas.
He certainly is. Poor kick, though. Back into the centre. Ianelli should have time to be able to create something here. He does so. Good handball out towards Haints, that is. But good play over there by Lucas to get back. Put him under pressure, and the ball's beaten them both out of bounds.
I reckon, just have a look at a few of these. I reckon Trevor Haints might have put on half a stone since we saw him last. I know he's living at McDonald's, or he's sponsoring CUB or what. He looks a bit stronger, put it that way. Boundary throw in. Hoon goes up, gets the hand, gets it down to Ingleworth, and he throws it out quickly. Two down the ground they come. Right foot kick into the forward zone. Is that a mark? Yep.
Jeff Lucas, that is.
Yeah, got it across. He's big Andy again. He's having a field day. They're going to have to man him up because he's had about his 9th kick for the quarter, had about his 8th bounce, if you don't mind, too. Kicks all right. Julian Norman takes the mark. Hand passes on immediately and rather quickly, too, to Hobbs as it going down the ground. Hobbs towards half forward. And, this will be 50 metres, I think you'll find, because Hutchison was awarded the mark on the free kick.
Free kick, yep.
And
Stewie Scott kicked the ball, thinking that it was a free kick for Blue West, and 50 metres.
It was not, and it could be costly, we might say. The first score of the day. That'd be pretty exciting, Jason.
We must have gone at least 10 minutes. Both defences playing well at the moment.
Well, it's set up for them today, isn't it? If you can't play defensive football today, you can't play at all.
There you go, you can see us on screen. The sun is a bit of a worry for us this afternoon. Hutchinson now. Should be able to pop this through. He's a fairly good kick for a small rover. Here we go. I've given him a rap here, he'll miss it. There we go. Commentators always.
Yeah, there you go. 1 point only. The accurate one's right again. 1 point only to Andrew Hutchison on the board. Very important point that, because it's the first score of the afternoon.
Bring the siren, they could win.
Well, that's right. 1 point only, but will that open the floodgates? Here's Cowie kicking the ball back in. Looks for Ianelli. Kicked just a little too well weighted. He got the hands on it. Couldn't gather it on that occasion. Comes down to Craig McGoffey. Kicks it round the corner. Looks like Lachino taking the mark in defence. Hand pass off quickly. They're going to work this out of defence. They might work it out of defence. A series of hand passes. Come back towards Murray Scott. Off his legs it goes. Vinnie Lehman can't get to as it runs behind that tree that we saw on the screen. And it's out of bounds there. Well, half forward flank position and Eastern Suburbs in attack.
Good pressure there from the Eastern Suburbs forwards to keep the ball bottled up in the half forward flank. An opportunity now to push it back deep. Hewen gets the tap over the back, but it's all Eastern Suburbs. O'Leary has time. Handball. Good handball to Nofi. He's slow, though, but he does get his kick away on his right foot up towards full forward. Good play by Mackenzie to be in front. Peters tackles him without the ball, but he gets away with it. Loughton. Good handball. O'Leary now. Short kick around the corner. Good play from Peters. He should be able to goal here. He loves that situation, but he's tackled. Handball's over the top. Lang, can he turn around on his right foot? Oh, he's hit the post.
Well, golden opportunity missed there. Dave Peters did everything right, but then he just probably held it a bit too long. Quick hand pass to Lang on his own would have been better. The high hand pass put him under a bit of pressure. He gathered it, kicked it, and hit the post. The big fella. 2
behinds to Eastern Suburbs. Blue West yet to score. Bird Cameron Chartered Accountant scoreboard. First quarter here at Eastern Suburbs.
Not getting much of a mention, Bird Cameron this quarter, are they? We'll mention him a few more times in case someone doesn't score anymore. Cowie now at full back is preparing to put the ball back into play. Taking a bit of time about this one, just having a bit of a look, sizing up the options. He elects eventually to kick the ball pretty long out towards centre half back. Up with Stewie Scott, couldn't mark. Knocked on there. It runs towards, that looks like the fella's put on a bit of weight. Trevor Haynes, I think it is.
Yep.
Yeah, he picked it up. Trevor Haynes too. And kicked it long down to the forward line. Ingwerson up, can't take the mark. On the ground. Good hand pass from Stepanowski. They might ship this out here towards centre wing. And Reuter's got it again, if you don't mind, Big Andy. Right foot kick. Just too much carry for Hutchison. He couldn't get to it. Here's a bit of pace. Look at this, the big fella. Who gets the ball across? Not a bad one too. The hand pass is all right there to Cookie. Got on your Cookie, big good bloke, I reckon. Kicks the ball up towards Lehman. Can't take the mark. Rundle roves it brilliantly. Has to go across the ground. Danger, danger, danger. Denning might have pushed his opponent there in the back end. Lucas, play on as the call. The ball heads towards the fence. The umpire, probably the right decision. Wasn't much in it, and out of bounds it goes.
Dangerous play there from the skipper, but he got away with it that time. Throw in now. Out of side, in between forward pocket and half forward for Blue West. They need a score. They've been in attack for most of this first quarter. Tapped out, O'Leary beat him over the line. Another throw in. We'll probably see a lot of that this afternoon on the outer side of the ground.
Yeah, these boundary umpires, they're going to earn their money this afternoon, I think. No doubt about that.
Andrew Pobjoy and
his mate.
You've tested me out now.
Yeah, and his mate.
Josh Allen, there you go.
Ball's back into play. Here's the chance. Looks like Frankie Iannelli kicks the ball out wide. Looking out here for a teammate in the Cookies up. Can't take the mark. At back of the pack, Stepanowski's done well this first quarter. Hand pass back to Rundle. Goes this way, goes that. Elects to kick on that right foot. The left would have been the option. He's headed for the boundary line though. He's got it out of bounds. Probably kick and a half, nearly 2 kicks away from the goal to which Blue West are attacking. They haven't scored yet on the Bird Cameron Chartered Accountant scoreboard. Eastern Suburbs have got the 2 solitary behinds.
Beekmans comes over to do the ruck work for Blue West. Reuter in front, who's had a good first quarter. Taps it out down towards the boundary line again. Stuart Scott will try and tap it on. Well, he does so and beats him over the line. He can't keep it in.
Interesting tactics here. Andrew Reuter's playing a kick behind the game, and so too is David Hoon.
Yep, he certainly is. So
Ewan, we've got to call him Ewan. I'm
Hewen.
sorry, David.
Hewen.
Haven't seen
Tapped
you
out.
before.
Free kick though.
Right soon.
Yes, Beekmans gets it for a hold on Reuter there. So Beekmans has a chance to kick it long and deep. He kicks it in towards the pocket. Denning. He's got an open field. It's over his head, and also Jeff Lucas down there for Eastern Suburbs beats him over the line. And deep in the attacking zone for Blue West, there'll be a throw in.
Well, bit of a chance here for the West, the best looking chance they've had for a while. Boundary throw in deep in their forward pocket position. Rundle waits for the crumbs as the ruckman do the work. Beekmans tries to take it out of the air. Second grab can't do so. At ground level, fighting hard down there. Craig McGough is in there. Umpire's found a free kick.
Oh.
Gee whiz, he didn't want to throw it up, I don't think. And that looked like McGough taken, is it?
It was. Dave Lucas, he's out there. He can't handle the ball. Frank know if he can. Tries to get a little kick in. Goes back. Bailey over the head. That's a throw. Yep, good call, David Cook.
I tell you what, blind Freddie could have seen that one. Looking into the sun and all, didn't matter.
Holdsworth's going to take the free kick in between half forward and forward pocket for Blue West. He goes now, tries to kick it short towards Haynes, but it's come back towards Reuter. The ball's following him. He kicks a long torpedo punt out towards the wing. It'll probably beat everybody out over the boundary line. It does so in front of Shorty Peters out there on the wing. And
well, the ball might be following, but he's putting himself in the perfect position every time, Andrew Reuter. He's reading the play magnificently, and he must have had about 9 kicks, 10 kicks in the first quarter.
He does play that
Great
game
effort
well.
From the big fella.
Yeah, he plays that game well. Reuter now. Hewen also uses his body, but he uses it too much. Free kick. And the big man again has the ball on the wing. He plays on now. Right foot kick deep into the forward line. Loughton's there. Can't take the mark. Lakino also. Handball quickly. Scott on his right foot back in towards the centre. Looking up there. Good play by Hyatt to come from behind. Taps the ball down. Julian Norman can't pick it up first time. Can the second time. Quick handball. Hyatt with the gloves on. Right foot kick towards centre half forward. Over the back. Peters has taken the mark.
Yeah,
Shorty.
Lachino went up across the pack, tried to get the fist on it, but couldn't do so, and a little fella Shorty read it beautifully. He's going to straighten up and have a go, like a true little rover. He's had a go at him, deep into the goal square. There's a mark. Robbie's dripped it in. Another one of the nose pickers, Robbie. He doesn't mind kicking a goal either, Robbie Reuter.
Yeah, well, he kicked 80-odd last year, so he hasn't been in... That was rare form. He's struggled a bit this year. A few other options up forward for East this year, but he's still elusive as ever on a half-forward flank.
Well, you don't want to let him have 6 kicks for the game because he might kick you about 5-1, mightn't he? Comes in and straightens up. He might have pushed this across with the breezy. Look, he ran that way, wait on the goal umpire. Yeah, he's missed it. So not a good kick on that time by Robbie Reuter. Should have known the ground a bit better, one would think, but just the minor score. 3 points on the board, Eastern Suburbs. On the Bird Cameron Chartered Accountant scoreboard, they lead Blue West, who have yet to score as Cowie kicks it to himself. Not a bad one either. He's run about 40 metres. Got the hand pass away. He'll take it back again. Look at Cowie go. Here comes kicking a Cowie. going. Not a bad one. Too far for Ianelli. The big fist's on. Down to the ground. Here comes Scott. Gutsy start, put himself in. Stepanowski gets one over the top of the pack. Behind from Frankie Ianelli. The umpire, Frank Napier was, and umpire not agreeing there. And the boundary umpire gets a bit of work to do. I would have thought that Frankie caught one a bit high.
Throw in now. Hewen and Reuter again. Favours Hewen. Taps it down. Hobbs. Quick kick on his right foot. Lakino should be able to go through. He can't take the ball with him. Good pick up by Loughton. He's got time to handball to Hutchinson, who handballs to O'Leary. Right hand handball. Good play by Hobbs, who's running through the middle now. He's got time. Right foot. He lines it up. Shocking kick off the side of the boot. Should fall to Peters, though. Good mark. The short man's taken another one.
I would have thought a great pass there from
Well, it's turned out okay.
Hobbsy, was it? Yeah, going down the ground, and Dave Peters taking about 4 or 5 marks in the forward pocket this quarter. Hasn't been able to convert or set up a goal from any of them. He fancies himself this time, Shorty Peters. Just steadying himself down. Got 2 jumpers on, nice and warm. Comes in, right foot kick at the goal mouth. Goal umpire's drifting across to the left once again. And another point goes on the board.
A few opportunities being missed here.
Well, you wonder if they might be a bit critical, because they've had a bit of the play now, Eastern Suburbs. They've only got 4 points on the Bird Cameron Chartered Accountant scoreboard, and Blue West yet to score, but they're going to be going with the Breeze in the next quarter. I still think Blue West are playing pretty good footy.
Cowie kicks to the outer side. Looks for, and can't find Mackenzie. Taps it on, no. Nofi's there. Good play by Holdsworth to kick it off the ground and give the run towards Scragger Craig, but it's going to beat him over the line. And a throw in on the wing. And, yep, Blue West, they're playing okay at the moment. They're getting bit of the football, and playing fairly tight in defence. Could be critical for the second quarter. Throw in now.
I think they'll have to man up big Andrew Reuter, though. They can't let him run around on his own like that. Or they've got to at least make... He's on his own now at centre half back, I can see. They've got to make a contest of it when he gets near the football.
Norman kicks the ball back for Eastern Suburbs towards the wing. Nofi off the ground. He thinks he's playing soccer. He's had 3 or 4 airy shots today. Beats everybody over the line. Another throw in. The outer side here at Richmond Crescent, and where Eastern Suburbs are 4 behinds, Blue West yet to score on the Bird Cameron Chartered Accountant scoreboard.
Hewen does the ruck work. He stands his ground. It's coming in from the side. Napi actually flipped this one over the back. It's a free kick picked out of this. Going to go the way of Frank Napi. Yeah, Hewen got him over the shoulder evidently. And Frank Napi out there. Goes on right foot. Oh, it's a tumbling punt. You wouldn't want to sit on this. Nicky Lacino does. Drops the mark, but gathers brilliantly, does Nicky. Goes on right foot into the centre of the ground. Beekman's the target. Ball. Too much carry on it. Here's Big Reuter again. Runs through the mud patch there with glee. Runs through the glue, does Reuter. Kick the ball down towards half forward. Little hand pass over the top. I don't know about that, Julian Norman. He got away with it, though. Here's a chance. Picked up. Firing shot at the goal mouth from O'Leary. Long kick from O'Leary. Into the goal mouth. It's knocked away. Pretty good kick from Michael O'Leary on that occasion, because he must have kicked that about 60 metres there. At least he went for the left-hand side of the goals, which they haven't done so far. The ball's been paddled out of bounds. We'll have a boundary throw in deep in the forward pocket. The Suburbs into attack.
Luke Joyce tries to do the ruck work. Over the back by Scott. Taps it down to the front. Reuter running onto it. Can't grab the ball. Cowie can, though. He takes a bounce over the top. Cook has to wait for the ball. He does so and handballs it on towards Mackenzie. Puts him under pressure, though. Hutchinson's there, but he goes for the player instead of the ball. Cook quickly onto his right foot. Reuter's here. Lehman, he's outnumbered 3-1. Bailey can't take the mark. Coming in, Beekmans. He's handled without the ball. Free kick on the wing.
Important little touch from Vinnie Lehman. Didn't gather it. Just knocked it. Just made a contest out of it, and Beekmans wound up with the free kick. He goes for Ianelli. Reuter goes back onto him. Good kick, Beekmans. Good mark, Ianelli. Lehman runs down the ground. He's on his own. He's let it go longer than Lehman. Into the goal mouth, into the half-forward line he goes. He was looking there for Kenny Denning out on the lead. He couldn't take the mark. Good fist from behind. And we'll have a boundary throw in. Perhaps Vinnie Lehman might have been the shorter option, the better one.
Throw in now. Deep in Blue West attack. They have to take these chances when they're down here against the Breeze. Beekman's in front. Can't get the tap down. Wigmore takes it out of the ruck onto his right foot. Lehman running onto it onto his left foot. Can't screw it around far enough.
Well, they're off the mark now anyway.
One behind there to Vinnie Lehman.
If you ever called a game where a goal hasn't been kicked, I'm starting to wonder if this might happen. It's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, I thought it was going to be low scoring, but I didn't know it was going to be this low scored.
It's like a soccer game, isn't it? It's 4-1. Anyway, Stepanowski's got the ball back, Big Johnny. The old warhorse down there playing at full back. There's a bee just come into the act up here in the commentary box.
Gives us something to talk about.
It's all right, it's gone across to bite the cameraman, Sean Cannon. That'll be good. And taking the mark out here, Bailey from that Stefanowski kick, just short of half back. He's going to favour the grandstand side of the ground. A wobbly old punt. It holds up in the breeze. No one able to take the grab at ground level. Ingleworson's got it. Goes to get rid of it in a hurry. Does so too to Scragger Craig. His kick's all right. Oop, left it behind there, Scotty. Went back and got it though, did Stewie. Now punt kicks on the left foot, round the body. Not a particularly good kick. Here comes Bailey. Got the hand pass out. They're going to get out of this, I think. Yep. Coming away, who's that with the ball? Rundle, the radar, got the long sleeves on, of course, and over he goes, and Michael O'Leary takes the mark. Now, is this the attacking side of the ground?
He should be able to attack from here if he kicks towards centre half forward, but he's kicked it out wide.
He's headed for the Holden again.
He's headed for the Holden. Loughton can't take the mark, but is held on to. We'll get the free kick. Now, if they push it back in towards centre half forward, they should be able to work something up here. Reuter's leading the wrong way, though. He's waiting for Lang to lead somewhere. Also, Loughton, Lucas up there. Reuter leads the right way this time, can't take the mark. And Lucchino, who's been resolute in defence so far in this first quarter for Blue West, takes another good mark.
The Mediterranean man comes on right foot out, short of centre wing. No mark taken for mine. Umpire agrees. Play on as the call at ground level. Working hard there was that Tunga Neal it was. Tunga got the hand pass out into a pack of players. A lot of jumper holding and a lot of signifying they want to go to the toilet going on there, but umpire not having any. And he's going to ball this one up, I think you'll find.
Umpire Steve Keating.
It is Keating. Yeah, he used to be a treasurer or something, didn't he? That
Hewen gets the ball down high, can't take the ball with him. Wigmore off one step on his right foot. Good kick back towards Beekman's. Norman over the back. Beekman's second attempt takes a good mark.
Got to reward those efforts.
Good effort there. Norman was close to him, but Beekman's presence of mind. Bad kick though, straight to the skipper Alan Rundle, who takes the ball from half back. Short kick, looks for Hutchinson, but Hewen in front, who's also playing a kick behind the play like Reuter for East. And he plays on now. Mackenzie running through the centre. Left foot sets it high towards Cam Pigley. Bailey there is also. Gets a push. No free kick. Rundle again. His third kick in a minute. No, he handballs to Reuter, who's been everywhere. On his right foot back in towards the centre. Mackenzie should be able to take this mark. And he does unattended in front of Hutchinson.
Not a bad player, this boy, Mackenzie. I like the way he played against Monowari. Straight ahead, straight at it. Pretty tough at the footy. And he took that mark, no trouble at all. He goes back and he likes to punt kick the ball towards the half-forward line.
Raffle
it a mark?
Yep.
Ianelli says it's mine. I've won the raffle. Winner of the raffle today is number 5, Frankie Ianelli.
You look at the Great Western.
Here he is, Frankie. Too far out, I would think, to score. He's going to put the... No, he's let it run around the man of the mark. Gets around Napi. He straightens up Ianelli and goes for goal! What a way to open the goal account. Great play.
Yep, great work from Frank Ianelli there, and he
put one over Frankie.
Frankie quite easily there.
He signified, I'm going to go long, and he showed him the ball. And he went in to kick it. Frankie just went his way.
He's a classy little player.
Frank. He just ran around him beautifully.
Kicked 5 goals the last time we saw him, and no fish coming off for that.
But the important thing is there on the Bird Cameron Chartered Accountant scoreboard 117. The Blue West Eastern Suburbs got 3 points. We even looked into the sun to do the monitor. It was pretty hard. The important thing is after doing all the good work, he kicked the goal. He didn't miss. That's the difference between a good player and a real good player. Here's the big fella Hewen getting the ball out of the centre. He's lifted a bit the last 5 minutes. He punt kicks it long. He's looking out here for a teammate running on up there in Darren Cam Pigley. He can't pick it up. They got us on screen. Get us up the screen and get the football back on. I'll belt you down there. That's a bit better. Ball's into the forward pocket. Is that Lehman down there? Can't pick it up. The ball's out of bounds and got stuck on you and me there. Got to think of better things to look at. Hey?
I'll say.
Could have been worse. Brainy could have been here.
Throw in now between half forward and forward pocket for Blue West, outer side of the ground. Haynes will have to do the ruck work. Also Norman comes down to the front. Stefanowski tries to get the ball out. He can't get it further than Haynes. Bailey's in there also. Cook over the top of the ball. Bottled up and a ball up will occur. Stevie Palmer's come on for Eastern Suburbs with Frank Nofi going off, and he looks like he's playing half forward. Mackenzie's picked him up.
A bit worried about that Cook. He looks a bit like me when I was younger. He's one of my love child. Over the top, Ianelli waits 100. Can he take it? Frankie's got it in the pocket. Great mark. Oh, can he kick his second goal in 2 or 3 minutes?
Could be David Cook Jr. out there.
I don't know. I hope he doesn't come from England. I did a bit of travelling around when I was younger. He's got relations in England. We're in strife. But Ianelli, what a good mark that was.
Yeah, great work. And as we said before, when he kicked the first goal for Blue West, he is a classy player.
He'll kick this.
Oh, there we go. Peter McKenna there.
He straightens up, goes for goal.
Oh,
goal
Peter McKenna.
Went right over the top of his hat. He never had to move. Great kick, Frankie Ianelli. Kicks his second, right on the siren for quarter time. And Blue West, I said they were playing well in that first quarter. I think they've done the job there very nicely because at quarter time, Eastern Suburbs with the breeze have got just 4. I thought the bloke had died that was blowing the siren there for a minute. Went for about 7 minutes. Eastern Suburbs, no goals, 4 behinds on the board. Blue West have got 2-1-13. an impressive quarter. I thought, I'm looking at the game from the Blue West point of view, and you're obviously a hometown boy.
I'm looking from the point of football, and I thought Blue West, obviously they did play a lot better in that first quarter. They bottled it up in the back line. They ran it well through the centre, and those 2 quick late goals to Ianelli have changed the complexion of the match.
Yeah. When they did get the ball into the forward line those last 2 times they got goals, they were able to keep the ball away from big Andrew Reuter across half-back. They've got to, if they're not going to man him up, they've certainly got to kick the ball away from him.
That's right.
Because he's been best on the ground so far by a mile, but Ianelli's picking him back with those 2 goals in the first quarter, and the scoreboard shows us. That's the Bert Cameron Chartered Accountant scoreboard. It's 3 points. That should actually be 4 points down there. Young Brett's been asleep for half an hour. 4 points on the board to Eastern Suburbs. Blue West have got 2-1-13. It's 9 points the difference at Richmond Crescent. Back shortly with the second quarter. And if you're down there at the Great Western, as I sometimes get over to the bar and have a quick pot and just think of poor old Ronnie Brain out there at Newtown having to drink all that free beer. I feel sorry for him. Back with the second quarter shortly.